Hey puppy dogs, it's Real Puppy here, and today, for this Art Speaks episode, this is a fan art from the webcomic Slightly Damned, and it is Buwaro, the fire demon, and he is freaking adorable in this thing. And he's basically one of my favorite characters, and judging by the theme, you can obviously tell that this is a furry video. And I know some of you are going to say, ew, oh my god, furries are like so not on flake. But in reality, furry is, to me, it's a very friendly community in my personal opinion and perspective. And this is an episode, story about how I found out that I was a furry. It all started back on DeviantArt when I created my account. It was Caitlin the Lucario. I pictured myself as a Lucario. And later in life, I recently had a suspension on DeviantArt for something really stupid that I did. And I had created an art account on another website called Furry Fandom, and it was a website mostly known for furry porn, which I did not look at all at the time. I was around 15 or 16. I was still fairly young. I didn't want to look at anything that involved quote-unquote sexual content. But I'll get to that later. And I eventually started doing furry art as well. Probably back in June, maybe. I created a female wolf character and I didn't know what to name her. So after watching PewDiePie's Let's Play on Madfather, I decided to name her Aya because it fit her so well. I mean, I didn't know what to name her, so I went, okay, maybe I'll just call her Aya. And then later on, I started drawing myself as a furry, which is probably a lioness with a wolf tail, which I'll get to maybe in a later video. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe that's for a future video. I'm not really sure. And I found out that I was a furry by one of my friends creating all these anthropomorphic animal characters, and later learning that furry is someone who has a fursona, which is like a persona but an anthropomorphic animal. And ever since I was a kid, I've watched Disney movies and movies involving anthropomorphic talking animals, and I thought the concept was amazing. And here I am thinking, as a kid, you know, maybe I should picture myself as an animal. I used to picture myself as a dog, like a Dalmatian or something. But those animals didn't really fit me so well, in my opinion. But it was an interesting experience. And I drew Pokemon 24/7 as a kid, and I always made these little Pikachu sounds like Pika Pika, and it would annoy the crap out of my family. But later down the line, as I got older, I started thinking, you know, maybe I could be a furry artist. I started reading furry fan fictions. I started looking more at the furry aspect of the art community. And I'm thinking, you know, this is something that I could get into. And then I see all this other stuff saying that furry is bestiality, furry is evil, furry is satanic, furry is a cult, this, that, and the other. And I'm just thinking, you know, why are people being so racist against furries? Or just hating on the furry fandom in general? Well, people do hate some things for even the dumbest reasons. Mostly because they don't understand what it means to be a furry, or what it means to be a Pokemon fan, or what it means to be this, that, and the other. They just don't really understand what is special and unique to them. Or to most people. And people say the furry is a fetish. It's not necessarily a fetish, although it is involved with some fetishes, but I can see some parts of why people hate the furry fandom, because they think it's bestiality, and in reality, bestiality is a sexual attraction to your pet dog, or your pet cat, or your any type of pet animal, and that is just... I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. But, it is different and unique to most people, and it's hard for others to understand what it means to be a furry. What does it mean to be a furry to me is just enjoying the fandom, enjoying that there are anthropomorphic animal characters such as Zootopia, Scooby-Doo, Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse, or even Buwaro from Slightly Damned, and another character, a creature called a Jakai, named Rhea. And the characters in this comic, I just want to take a moment to talk about the comic. The characters in the comic are very interesting. I basically relate to most of them, mostly Kieri Suizana, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, I am so sorry. But I can really relate to her because she has mommy issues and I have mommy issues, and I can see where she's coming from in the comic. And I can also relate to Buwaro because he is just this happy-go-lucky character with a bubbly personality and is like a giant puppy. And I think this is all I want to talk about about the comic. The furry fandom. It is different for basically everyone out there, be it sexual or not, or fetish related or not. Excuse me. There have been some speculations of people having sex in fursuits, which are called mersuiters, not fursuiters, mersuiters. I don't think about that. I basically eliminate it from my life. Like, you don't... It's stereotypical to say people have sex in fursuits. If you're a furry, you have sex in fursuits. And no, that's not what I see in the furry fandom. Although I do see some sexualness within the artwork and the fanfictions, but most of it is just all in good fun. It's all in the fandom. It's like every other fandom out there, like the Pokemon fandom, the anime fandom, the Sailor Moon fandom, Sonic fandom, basically any fandom you can think of that is out there that people really love or really hate. And for me to be being a furry to me is just something that I enjoy doing, and it's just what I'm a part of. I don't see it as something that is a quote-unquote sexual or anything. It's just very unique. I enjoy the fandom. I do it all in good fun. Anyway, that is all I have to say in this video. Like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all next time. Stay awesome, stay strong, and stay beautiful, my little puppies. I'm unbeatable.